It was one suicide bomber. We're not sure how that report was provided incorrectly, but we do know it's not any surprise that in the confusion of very dynamic events like this can cause information sometimes to be misreported or garbled. We felt it was important to correct the record with you all here. You've now seen that we've updated our casualty list to include a 13th service member killed in action. Our thoughts and prayers continue to go out to the families and to the teammates that we have lost. This is a devastating time for these Gold Star families, a title no one wants to hold, but we absolutely hold in the utmost respect. I can also report that 2 flights landed at Ramstein today carrying our wounded personnel from the attack. These personnel have been transferred to Landstuhl Regional Medical Center and are receiving care. In Kabul, commanders on the ground continue to assess the risk and the dynamic situation there as they have been since the beginning. Force protection remains paramount with the continued threat. We've continued the evacuation mission yesterday, as you saw, as you reported last night, and I'll give you an update of how things have gone in the last 24 hours. Yesterday, 35 U.S. military aircraft, 29 C-17s and 6 C-130s departed with approximately 8,500 personnel. Combined with 54 coalition aircraft departures, an additional 4,000 personnel left Kabul for various intermediate staging bases. 89 flights total yesterday out of Kabul, totaling approximately 12,500 evacuees now safely out of Afghanistan in a 24-hour period. In the past 24 hours, more than 300 American citizens were evacuated from Afghanistan, bringing our updated total to approximately 5,100. We continue to maximize our efficiency, and since U.S. and coalition forces began the evacuation, approximately 111,000 evacuees have departed safely. The State Department consular officers continue to screen and process people arriving at gates around Kabul. Some gates have been closed, as we reported, but American citizens, SIV applicants, and vulnerable Afghans who have the designated and proper credentials will continue to be processed for departure from the airfield. There are still approximately 5,400 individuals on the airport as of this report awaiting for flights out of Afghanistan. We have the ability to include evacuees on U.S. military airlift out of Afghanistan until the very end. The Department of Defense has the continued responsibility to support the State Department in the ongoing movement evacuees through our intermediate staging bases and safe havens all the way to the United States in the coming days and weeks. On that topic, here's a quick update on the military installations in our safe havens and staging bases in CENTCOM and EUCOM that are helping transition all these flights. CENTCOM locations, including Al Udeid Air Base, steadily receive, process, and transfer passengers to follow-on locations in Europe and the United States. Today, EUCOM will receive about 19 flights and approximately 5,000 passengers in Germany, Italy, and Spain, including the Naval Station Rota. In turn, 6 flights will transport about 3,300 people from Europe to the United States. I cannot say enough how important the contribution of our allies and our partners has been in this massive global operation. Additionally, more evacuees continue to arrive stateside and are moving to designated installations throughout NORTHCOM. The NORTHCOM Commanding General, General Van Herk, will provide a more focused briefing on this extensive effort in his brief later today. In conclusion, I'll reiterate what General McKenzie said yesterday. There are more than 5,000 U.S. service members in harm's way, saving as many people as they can. It's a noble mission. We have seen firsthand how dangerous that mission is, but ISIS will not deter us from accomplishing this mission. We appreciate your thoughts and prayers for all of our service members who are carrying on this mission today. Above all, we remain focused on evacuating American citizens and other personnel designated by the Department of State, safeguarding the lives of those whom we are providing assistance and keeping American troops safe. Thank you.
Brigadier General Hank Taylor there with that briefing at the Pentagon. Well, for some analysis of that, we'll just wait for this gentleman here to finish off.
Today, the Department of Defense can announce that it has authorized Marine Corps Base Quantico, Virginia, Fort Pickett, Virginia, and Holloman Air Force Base, New Mexico, to provide additional support to the U.S. mission to evacuate Afghan special immigrant visa applicants, their families, and other at-risk individuals. These installations join Fort Lee, Fort McCoy, Fort Bliss, and Joint Base McGuire-Dix in providing this support. The Defense Department will continue to support the State Department in providing temporary housing, sustainment, and support inside the United States for a capacity of up to 50,000 Afghan special immigrant visa applicants, their families, and other at-risk individuals. U.S. Northern Command will coordinate the details of all this with the State Department, the Department of Homeland Security, and, of course, the Department of Health and Human Services as necessary. And it will be provided under presidential drawdown authority to the maximum extent possible, with additional support being provided on a reimbursable basis. And as General Taylor let you know, we have General Van Herk, the commander of U.S. Northern Command, coming into the briefing room with you later this afternoon, and he'll be able to provide a lot more context on that. With that, we'll take questions. Lita.
This is probably for the general. The president has said he wants to vow basically to get back at ISIS. How difficult will it be for the U.S. military to do that type of operation, considering the lower number of troops and the difficulty in getting intelligence on the ground? And then I don't know if this is you or John. Can you just talk about the number of people that we'll see getting processed over the next several days? Is that number going to gradually go down? Do you have out the number of people you think you're going to, or what's your ballpark estimate?
Yeah. All right. On the first question on our capabilities and abilities to protect ourselves or to also to conduct the strikes, as you said. As I've said all along, we have resources with the CENTCOM commander and with the commanders on the ground and the capabilities to allow us to execute any type of those operations as those are required to do.